Alright, this is just, I get a lot of questions recently about wick material. Specifically, let's talk about cotton really quick. I get asked, how much cotton do I use in a build? How much should people use? And I see a lot of crazy builds with a ton of cotton under the old hood here. Personally, I found that that's not a very efficient way. That's not a very efficient build, honestly. When you have a ton of cotton covering your whole atomizer base, yeah, it's going to hold a lot of juice, and that's cool. But where are your coils? It holds a lot of juice, but cotton holds a lot of juice, but it does not deliver a lot of juice extremely well across a flat base, in my experience. What I have is I vape. I have a couple vapes, and I pop the top cap off, and I've got fully soaked cotton over here, and the cotton through and or right around my coil is fairly dry. It doesn't wick that over as quickly as it would need to, in my opinion. Just what I think. So that's something to think about. This is what I do, honestly. For instance, little micro coil build, okay, whatever resistance and number of wraps and wire you prefer. I'll run my cotton through and cut it off just actually a little wider than the atomizer base itself. I take one end and I fold it up under. You can see this here. It's folded up underneath the coil. And the other end, the same thing. I kind of tuck it in this end, the outer end. What that gives me is the majority of my coil, the exterior of my coil, is exposed for airflow. Okay? Now, back in here, there is some extra cotton, right? You can see on this coil as well. There's a little extra cotton back here in the back that's not going to get a ton of airflow anyway, possibly. So that allows for extra juice. But for the most part, if I drip and that juice goes on a, say here, it's going to naturally pool to this cotton. All of my wick material is pretty close to my coil, and that seems to be the most efficient way for me. Personally, you may find it different, you may have different experience, but that's kind of what I do. This is the style cotton wick on a dripper that I would use most of the time.
Hey everybody, sorry this video is not really good quality, but just kind of wanted to throw it together because of some emails that I've been getting lately. So you kind of saw the way I do my micro coil organic cotton dripper build. This has all been on the Nimbus, by the way, and we'll have a quick vape. Hopefully the points there, I know the video is kind of crappy, I pieced together a lot of stuff, but you know, I don't shoot to be the most professional guy. Hopefully it makes sense and it gets kind of my point across and just the way I do it. A lot of people way smarter, way more experienced than me doing this thing. So this is just the way I do it, the way that works best for me. That this is, I think, 0.7 duals on the Nimbus. It's good for me. Everybody have a great week.